Okay, you guys, we are back with another banging video. In this video, we're gonna talk about Bianca, Best Body Censori, of course, saying that she definitely wants to have a baby with her hubby, Kanye West. Now, we're gonna talk about that and get into all the details. But before we do, honey, it is game on. I got my rapper chain on and it's game on. I got my chain on and it's game on. I got my rapper chain on and it's game on. I got my chain on. Okay, let's get into it because I know some of you guys love that intro and I'm obsessed with it myself too, honey. Now, Bianca Censori and Kanye West, they're going 4 years now. Yes, 2026. They're heading to their 4th year of being married. And in Hollywood, that's a lifetime achievement. Many people did not see them making it this far. And Bianca Censori said it too. A lot of people judge. And she said that she had to be doing a lot of CPR on their marriage last year. Because you guys know with Kanye's mental health last year, we saw a lot, okay? Even though a lot of the things that Kanye said publicly, there were many people's silent whispers and kitchen table discussion. But when he said it loud and said it in such a manner and the way in which he was going, it really caused a dent on him, right? But Kanye went to rehab and he's now on his medication and he was encouraged. Then he got therapy. He went to the rabbis. And that's how Kanye's apology is genuine. I've been looking at some stuff that Kanye did before that Wall Street Journal letter. And I said he went to the rabbis, which was not something that he would normally do. He spoke to them one-on-one. They prayed with him. And then he paid for Wall Street, not Daily Fail, not TMZ, Wall Street, to publish his apology letter. His apology letter is genuine. It is genuine. And, even if he has a little dip or a little fall or a little slip up, I'm going to be empathetic towards him because he's been in manic episode for quite some time. And when I told you guys that the man has bipolar, is in manic episode, many of his people didn't want to hear that, and I lost subscribers because of speaking the truth. And I also said Kanye is going to make a comeback because he's not going to be down for long. He's not one that is down for long. And he's going to come back and he's going to do amazing things that no one expects him to do. Trust and believe. Now, you guys know that last year we spoke a lot about Bianca Censori getting a lot of offers and a lot of brand deals to collaborate with a lot of fashion houses. And I said Kanye needs to allow Bianca to take some of these brand deals because with his guidance and mentorship, he can help her to choose the ones that will not exploit her. And they listened. So we saw her Vanity Fair interview and she did a photo shoot with them being published. Now, after I read the entire article, I realized that it was done last year. Did you see how Kim Kardashian came out days after with her Skims X Nike photo shoot mirroring Bianca? Guys, you see when I tell you that I can see something coming? I can see something coming. I wish I could see my future like I can see other people's business. I swear to God. Because I told you guys, the moment that Bianca was in the top 10 trending person of 2025, I said 2026, Kim is gonna latch onto Bianca like a silver ticks in a cow's back. And I'm gonna come back with a video proving you and have been proving to you guys that she has already been doing that. So now Bianca Censori is stirring up the headlines. Vanity Fair put a dollar amount on their subscription when they released it because Bianca's asking price, it is higher than all the Kardashians combined. No exaggeration there. So she stirred the headlines because she openly said that she wanted to have a baby with Kanye West. A lot of people on the internet were saying that Kanye is mentally unwell and all of that. Last year, when the baby came into question, I said, girl, don't do it. Because when Kim was pregnant, Ye was over there in Italy. Now, I'm seeing a new Kanye West turning, and there's several things that are coming into play. It's as though Kanye West is coming back into one. You know, when something has been fractured or fragmented, you have pieces all over, and the pieces are coming back together as one. That's what's happening to Kanye West. And he's getting older. Kanye has always been wise, wiser than his years. He has always been years ahead of us, which we all know. But no, Kanye is going to be on a new level of elevation. I can see it. Don't watch the meds that he's on because he's going to break out of that and he's going to find an alternative. Gary Brecker, Tasha K got the message. I heard her talking about him. She's working with him. Kanye needs to find Gary Brecker and work with him too. Kanye is going to break out and he's going to be on a new wavelength that many people thought it was impossible for him to get back to. And as such, he's going to be on that amazing level that it's just going to seem supernatural to a lot of us. And I believe it will have some supernatural components to it in terms of God, not Egyptian magic, not Hollywood, Illuminati, God. He's going to be God-centric, God-focused, right? No. In the Vanity Fair interview, she described her relationship with Ye as deeply committed and expressed starting a family together is something that she's looking forward to, right? She also says that when she loves someone, she loves deep. It's like she basically morphs into that person. She becomes that person's entire world and she wants that person to be her entire world. So it's basically two coming together as one. So she understands marriage. She grew up in that she was cultured that way. The father had a wife before Bianca's mom. The wife before Bianca's mom snitched rat out Bianca's dad to the FBI. Yes, the first wife sold out Bianca's dad to the FBI. The second mom is filled with the second wife, which is Bianca's mom, is filled with loyalty. She never gave up on her husband or anything like that through none of his legal issues and his criminalities. So that's where Bianca gets her qualities from, right? It's deeply rooted in family dynamics. So she's saying that when she loves someone, she loves her husband dearly, she loves him deeply, and she just sees herself as a part of him, right? No. This adds to another layer of the ongoing Kardashian West Censori dynamic, right? Kim said that she and Kanye will always be family. All this time, when Ari Emanuel said, cancel Kanye West, she was there. And you know what? The last time I forgot to include a photograph. I love to include that photo in the video every time I talk about it. I love to remind, because it was so horrible. The internet was so pissed. Even Candace Owens called Kim a cowardice. But something is going on behind the scenes with Kim and the industry. Something is going on. There's a little hiccup for Kim and the industry. We're going to talk about in another video. Yes, so we're going to talk about Kim and whatever is cooking up with her and the industry in another video. But Kim said, you know, they've always been family centric. I'm going to give that to them. But what still upsets a lot of people is that time she never said anything. And there were so many people who gave examples of what Kim could have said, you know, knowing that she knew Kanye's battle better than anyone else. But seeing her using Pete, Kanye was on this ledge. Have you ever watched Man on a Ledge? That Man on the Ledge? That was Kanye after Kim filed for legal separation and was seriously headed towards divorce. And when Kim realized that that man was on the ledge, she never said, you know what? Let me take a step back. You know what she did? Came out with Pete. Pete was taking... Let me tell you something. Karma is a bitch, you know. I have witnessed everyone who comes against Kanye West unprovoked getting their karma. Pete Davidson, who has the same problem. Can you imagine? I'm over here with Graves' disease and I'm gonna laugh at Wendy Williams, who has Graves' disease too. Isn't that madness? Well, that is what Pete was doing with Kanye West. Pete Davidson was trolling Kanye. Yay, take your meds. And now he has been to rehab. Kudos to him for getting the help. 101 times. And, you know, Chase Sui broke off things with him because she alleged that he was doing drugs and hanging out with bad people and all of that. And he was trolling Kanye and he landed up in a corner worse than Kanye West. At least Kanye had some functionality he didn't, you know. Well, karma is a bitch. Be careful. Be careful how you come for people unwarrantably, because when you mess around people unprovoked, it's gonna come back to you. And everyone that did that to Kanye West, they got their karma. So as I was saying, Kim came out and will always be family, right? Because Bianca and Kanye West are positioning themselves to be in favor of the public, in favor of the crowd. Bianca did her biopop show in Tokyo. It was such a major success. Kanye signed his record deal. Kim now has love with Lewis Hamilton, so she's not that bitter and that angry anymore. But I believe that the moment, yes, I think Bianca and Kanye is gonna have a child together. And I believe that the moment when Bianca gets pregnant and Kim learns of Bianca's pregnancy, she's gonna run and get the surrogacy done. She's gonna do that because it's always about Kim sees everything as a competition. But, you know, in an essence, Bianca wants to have a child with Kanye. And I hope that when they have a child together, it is different with Kanye this time, and he stays there with her during the pregnancy unless he has to tour and has shows. And I do hope that, you know, I can see Bianca as a person who is willing to stay with him, but I think if he's gonna fight as it relates to getting the help that he truly needs with his mental health, if he's going to put it off and say he's going to stop taking the medication and all of that and giving her a hard time, I think that may pull her away, push her away to say there's no helping you any further. So Kanye needs to have a protocol in place, and he needs to keep searching for something that can help him to feel like he's well without feel like he's being heavily medicated. I think if he gets that, he'll stay on whatever protocol that is, and it will help him with his business, his parenting, and his personal life. But I do hope that they have that baby together. I do wish them all the best on their journey. And that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Peace.